install Windows. So firstly we need to check requirements, processor 1 GHz or faster, 2 or more cores, compatible with 64-bit processor. Have two model, for example, two examples. So here for Ryzen, so you can just put in Google search number of your processor and you can find AMD official page where you can find documentation, expand all, and you can see so that is 64 processor and OS support. So you can see Windows 11 supported, Ubuntu supported, etc. And it has CPU cores. You can see how many. So RAM 4 GB, 64 GB or rather storage device. So your hard drive should have this storage. So here is minimum requirements. You can see for Intel, the same you can put in Google and it find you official page where you can find total cores and you can see what kind is processor, 64-bit. To install our Windows, we need to create the installation media. So if you don't have already installed Windows, better to create installation media. Otherwise, if you already installed Windows 10, you can use this way, but I not recommend. Better to delete all information from your hard drive and install clean Windows. So before installation, if you already have Windows, you need to create additional disk separate and put important information which you need to it or to flash drive additional. Save your important information because we need to clean our disk. So I will install to a new PC, so I don't need to save information, and I need to create installation media. For this, here are also requirements. You need blank DVD disk or USB with 8 GB. Download button, so we can download that installation tool and use it. So it downloaded, so let's open it. Yes, and we can create media tool. So we need to select, we need to accept, then we need to select language, edition, use options recommended for this PC, or if you create for another PC, of course you need to create. So if you use different language, so you can select language, for example this one and edition, or this one, or Polska, etc. But I use English. Next. So, and here you can select what do you use. You create USB flash drive or ISO file. And next. When flash is ready, we can continue our installation process. Run our installation USB. We need to create it, then we need to put it on our PC or laptop, then we need to restart PC and we need to navigate to BIOS or UEFI settings. So to open boot menu, we can use F2, F12, delete or SQA immediately after you turn on PC. So we continually press before that menu appears. So for Acer laptop and Asus laptop, I use F2 to use boot menu, to open boot menu, so F2 to BIOS, to boot menu, F8 for Asus and F12 for Acer. So for for desktop PC, I use delete to enter BIOS. So here is from my Asus laptop menu. Using F2, I enter this menu. Then to use boot menu, so here you can see boot menu, you need to press F8 here as mentioned. And you can see here, this is Windows Boot Manager because Windows installed, or USB flash drive. So we need to select this one and press enter. Appears menu. So here you can start installation process. This is for Ubuntu flash drive, but for Windows the same. About how I run Acer. So here some BIOS need to on boot menu, because here is disabled. I need to enable it, and then I can use F12 to run boot menu. So we need to save F10 configuration, yes, and restart. Then pressing F12, we can enter into boot menu. Flash drive booted, so we begin instantiating, and we need to select language. So and here are many options to select English versions. So we need with purpose to install less software, because for some specific countries it installs specific equipment. To save memory and space, we use English word options. So when we select Windows Word option, we can continue. Press next, then select input, and then select install Windows. So we agree with, we don't have a product key, so we can enter it later. Then select image, accept license. In partition Windows appears, we can see that we have unallocated space, partition to WinDriver. This is a manufacturer create partition with drivers for laptop, and partition 1, disk 1. This is USB start flash. We need to create partition for our system. So we need to press on button create partition and call it disk C and continue installation process. Installation end, it checking updates, reception, connect to we need to connect to internet, check updates. Then we need to define a name for device and create password. Then it propose us to sign in with Microsoft Outlook. So I highly recommend to create account, because when you install Word, there is BitLocker by default created, installed, and turn it on. So you need to create account to save BitLocker passwords. So when you create, it's saved and you can restore. So create account, save password and account address. So then you can restore access to BitLocker, and you can get key. Then we continue navigating and or configure our device, different options for privacy, and or installation finished.